So today we'll start some basic problems on probability. I hope you all have seen or watched the previous video on probability where we have discussed some basic terminology which people generally use when they solve any problem regarding probability. So for your exam, you just need some basic problems on probabilities. That is what we are going to cover today. So let's look at this problem. What it says. Says, what is the probability of getting heads twice in a row when flipping a coin twice? So you have two fair coins and you are flipping coin twice, right? So what will happen? If you flip two coins twice, so you have coins like this, right? One side you have head, other side we have tail. Similarly, heads and tails. This is the scenario. So if you flip coins twice, what all possibility you can expect? So what is your sample space S? You can have head in first go, and in second coin flip you can have tail. In first you can have tail, and in second flip you can have head again. In first you can have head, and in the second also you can have head. Similarly, in the first you can have tail, and in the second you can again have tail. So these are the total possibilities. Now you are interested in the case that probability when both are heads. So basically, you are interested in calculating probability of H and H. Now look at all possible outcomes. All possible outcomes you have to write in the denominator, that is 4. And look at the favorable outcome. Favorable outcome is just one, that is H. H. So that is 1. So the probability is 1 by 4, right? So that is how you have to solve it. Next problem, let's move forward. Next problem says, what is the probability of drawing a blue marble and then a red marble from a bowl containing 4 red, 5 blue, and 5 green marbles? So you have a bowl like this, which is full of balls. Some balls are there. And how many balls are there? You have 4 red, 5 blue, and 5 green balls, right? That is what is there. These many balls are there. So you have total how many balls? Total we have 4 plus 5 plus 5, that means 14 balls. And now what they are saying? Probability of drawing a blue ball. So that means probability of 1 blue ball. This you have to calculate. How will you calculate? Again, total balls. How many balls are there? You have 14 balls, right? What is the probability that blue ball? Okay, first you are taking blue marble and then a red marble. Okay, so picking a blue marble from this bowl, what is the probability? How many blue marbles are there? You have 5. So 5 favorable outcome, total outcomes are 14. Now you have since. So there are two cases. First, from the bowl, you are picking a blue marble, and then after that, you are picking a red marble, right? So once you have picked a blue marble, how many marbles you will left with? You will left with only 13 marble. And out of these 13 marbles, how many red marbles are there? You have 4 red marbles. So your answer would be 5 into 4, 20 upon 14 into 13. This is your probability. So what is happening? So first event, that is pick a blue marble, right? And then second event, pick a red marble, right? That is what is happening. So, how will you calculate the probability of this scenario? First, you pick blue marble, write down the probability, that is 5 by 14, and then red marble, what is the probability? That is 4 by 13, and multiply because both are happening together. First, you are picking blue and then red marble. So, this is your final answer. This is your final answer. So, that is consecutive events. First, you are doing something, and after that, you are doing something. So, slogan is to calculate consecutive probabilities, multiply the individual probability. So, first you start with first probability and then multiply it with second probability. Next is either or probability. What is that? Just look at the problem. They are saying, what is the probability of drawing a red marble or, okay, you can see this word or a green marble from a bowl containing 4 red, 5 blue, and 5 green marbles. So again, you have a bowl full of balls, right? Where you have 4 red, 5 blue, and 5 green marbles, right? And now what is happening? What is the probability of drawing a red marble or a green marble, right? So, probability of drawing a red marble. What is the probability of drawing a red marble? How many red marbles are there? You have 4 red marbles, right? And how many total marbles are there? 5 plus 4. So, 5 plus 5 plus 4. So, it is 4 upon 14. Now, next you have to calculate probability of drawing a green marble, right? Green marble. What is, how many green marbles are there? You have 5 green marbles. So 5. How many total marbles you have? You have 4 plus 5 plus 5. That means 14. So 5 upon 14. So what is the probability of drawing a red or a green marble? That is 5 upon 14 plus 4 upon 14. And that will come out to be 9 upon 14. So this is your final answer. You got it? So either or means you have to add individual probabilities. And consecutive events means first you compute probability of first event, then you compute probability of second event and multiply. Take the product. Next problem. What is the probability of getting either heads or tails when flipping a coin once? So here this is a coin problem. You have a coin, right? Coin has two faces, heads and tails. What is happening? You are flipping a coin just once and you are interested in getting probability either heads or tails. So what is the rule? Compute probability of getting a head. So if you flip one coin once, how many heads you can expect? Just one. And how many total outcomes? It is 2. Probability of getting a head is 1 by 2. Similarly, probability of getting a tail is again 1 by 2. So now probability of getting a heads or a tails is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. That is 2 by 2 by 4. Sorry, that is 2 by 2, right? So that is 1. This is the probability of getting a head or tails. Next problem. So, slogan is to calculate either or probabilities, add the individual probabilities, and that is your final answer. So now we will look at some problems, some basic problems. Here you have a dice. Die means six-faced die. Suppose you are playing Ludo game. Okay. So that die we are talking about. So a fair die is rolled. What is the probability of getting an even number? So total S sample space could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? If you roll a die of this type, right, that is how your die looks like. And one side it has 1, 2, let's say 3, right? So 6 faces, 6 numbers. So now you are interested in what is the probability of getting an even number. How many even number are there? 2, 4 and 6. So probability of getting an even number. What is the probability? So it is how many even numbers are possible? 2, 4 and 6. So only 3 even numbers are possible. And how many total numbers are there? You have 6 total numbers, right? So probability is 1 by 2. So probability of getting an even number is 1 by 2. So correct option is C. So you have to pick C. Next problem, let's see what it says. A bag contains, okay, this time you have a bag. Let's say this is your bag. So, bag contains 5 red, 3 blue, and 2 green balls. Okay, so this is given. A ball is drawn at random. Okay, you are picking one ball from the bag. What is the probability of drawing a red ball? So, probability of drawing a red ball. So, you must have known by now. So, how many red balls are there? 5. So, 5 are red. And how many total balls are there? 5 plus 3 plus 2. That is 10, right? So, 5 upon 10 is 1 by 2. So, A is correct option. Right? So, how many red are there divided by total balls? That is how you have to compute your probability. Next problem. A coin is flipped twice. What is the probability of getting at least one head? Okay, at least one head. So let us write this problem in a different way. So you have a coin, right? This is your coin, and you are flipping it. So what all possibilities you can expect? It can land to a head or a tail, right? If you flip a coin first, you can expect heads or tails. And now because you are flipping a coin twice, so again, if you flip a coin, you can expect, so let's say this is a coin, this is a coin. So when you flip this coin, it lands on heads. And once it lands on heads, again, you are flipping it. So again, you have two possibilities, heads or tails. Similarly, if it lands, the first flip lands on tail, you have two possibilities, heads, second flip, or tails, right? These are the 4 possibilities. So sample space, how will you write? It can be H H, H H, H T, H T, then T H and T T, right? So now they are asking probability of P of getting at least one head. At least one head. So just look at the scenario. How many outcomes you can expect at least one head? Here you have one that you can count. Here you have one. You can count here, you have two because they are interested in at least one. Means ek hona chahiye. So that means this also you can count. Oh, it is TT. But here you don't have any head. So total outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And favorable outcomes means at least one head are in three possibilities. So 3 by 4. Correct option is, yes, tell me. Correct option is, it is C, right? Next problem. Let's see what next one. Okay. If a card is drawn from a standard deck of 52 playing cards, what is the probability of getting a head, a king? So now, before going to this problem, let us discuss what is a deck of cards and what all are there. So this is a picture. Just look at this picture carefully. So here you can count also. You have cards of four types: heart, diamond, spade, and club, right? And here, if you count, you can see that you have total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you have 20 red cards and you have 20 black cards. Along with this, you have 10 cards. See, heart. So you have 10 hearts, 10 diamond, 10 spade, and 10 club. Okay, these are one collection that is written over here. Other than this, you have some faces card. 4 king, 4 joker, 4 queen, 4 ace. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ace, 4 joker, 4 king, and 4 queen, right? So here, out of 4 queen, you have 2 red, 2 black. Similarly, 2 black joker and 2 red joker here, right? They are red, they are black. Similarly, you have 4 aces. So this is the scenario. So total 52 cards. And that is how they are spread. So you have 40 here, here 40, and then 12 over here. 12 you have face wala card. Okay. Now look at the problem. So yes, this is the problem. If a card is drawn from a standard deck of 52 playing card, what is the probability of getting a king? So how many kings are there? We have 4 kings, right? And total cards are 52. So probability of one king is 4 are there na total 4 upon 52. So if you do the cancellation, it will be 1 upon 13. So correct option is A. Okay. Next problem. 2 fair dice are rolled. What is the probability that the sum of the numbers is 7? Okay. So here you have 2 dice. And you are rolling 2 dice. Now you are interested in the sum of the outcomes, right? This dice will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? Similarly, this die will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? Now, together, together you can expect 1 and these many, 2, these many. So, if you roll two dice together, total outcomes would be total outcomes are 6 into 6. That means 36 because one first die can land on one, other die can have these six possibilities. Again, first die can land on two, other die again have these many possibilities. So total outcomes are 36. Now you are interested in sum of the number that is equal to 7. So what are the combination which will sum to 7? So 1 with 6, right? 1 plus 6 is 7, 2 and 5, right? 3 and 4. Then 4, 3, 5, 2, 6 and 1. These are the possibilities. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total 6 possibilities. So you just have to count all the possibilities. So probability of sum is equal to 7 is 6 upon 36. So if you cancel, you will have 1 upon C. Again, correct option is A. Is that fine? Next problem. A bag contains 6 white and 4 black ball. Again, you have a bag, right? And it contains 6 white and 4 black. Let me erase this. Black balls, right? One ball is drawn at random. What is the probability that it is black? Again, simple. Probability of one black ball. How many black balls are there? 4. How many total balls are there? 10. So, answer would be 2 upon 5. This is the probability. Right? Simple. Next problem. In a class of 30 students, okay? Total students 30. 18 like cricket, 12 like football. So, cricket, how many like cricket? 18. How many like football? 12. Now, let's see. If a student is randomly selected, what is the probability that they like cricket? Okay. So, out of 30 students, you are picking just one student and you are interested in that picked student likes cricket. That is what they are asking. How will you solve it? Probability of the student you picked likes cricket. So how many student likes cricket? 18, right? So that one student could be anything out of 18. All 18 are in your favorable cases. And how many total students are there? You have total 30 students. So now you can cancel it out. You will have 9 by 15. This is your final answer. And again, you can simplify it to 3 by 5. So this is your answer. This is correct. This is also correct. This is also correct. So whichever option is written, you just click on that. Next problem. What is the probability of drawing a queen or a heart from a deck of 52 cards? Again, it has or, right? So you are doing two events, either this or that. What is the probability of drawing a queen? How many queens are there? You have 4 queen, right? Total you have, it is already written. Total cards are 52. Out of 52, you have 4 queen. And how many hearts are there? Let's see how many hearts are there. I have already told you, you have 10 heart, right? You have 10 heart. So let's go back to the problem. So 4 queen and 10 hearts. These are the scenario. Now, what is the probability? So probability of picking a queen is, how many queens are there? Queen card, you have 4 card, right? How many total cards are there? 52. So again, you have to compute probability of picking a heart. How many heart cards are there? 10. How many total cards are there? 52. Now final probability of picking a queen card or a heart. And or probability, as I told you initially, you can compute, add them up. 4 plus, oh sorry, it is 52, right? 52. 4 upon 52 plus 10 upon 52. So that is 14 upon 52. You can simplify it a bit. 7 upon 26. So this is your final probability. Okay. So you are picking one card. It can be queen or heart. So compute the probability of individual events and then add them up if you are interested in OR case. Next, a coin is tossed 3 times. What is the probability of getting exactly 2 heads? Okay, this time you are flipping 3 coins. Now, let's see total outcomes. Right? Total outcomes. So, how will you compute total outcomes? See, you are flipping a coin 3 times. So, if you flip a coin first time, you will have 2, right? Heads and tail. Then again, you are flipping a coin. Again, you will have 2 outcomes, heads or tails. And then third time when you flip a coin, again, you will have 2 outcomes. So, total you have 8 outcomes, right? Because it is consecutive. Consecutively, you are flipping coin. So, first flip will give you 2 outcomes. Second flip, you will give you 2 outcomes. Third flip again will give you 2 outcomes. So 2 into 2 into 2. So total outcomes are 8. Now you are interested in only outcomes which has exactly 2 heads. Now let's see what is the scenario. Here you have a coin. It can land to a heads or a tail, right? These are the only possibility for a coin to land on, right? Let's say you get a head. Again, you are flipping a coin. Again, you will have only 2 possibilities, heads or tails, right? And if it is a tail in the first flip, again, you will have 2 possibilities. It could be head or tail. So this is your first flip. This is your second flip. Again, you are flipping a coin. This is your third flip. Again, you have 2 possibilities, heads or tails, right? Again, it could be head, tail. This time also it could be head or tail, right? Now just count. They are interested in exactly 2 head. So in first case you will have H, H, H. No, this we don't want. Second case you will have H, H, T. So this one you can consider. So 1, right? And then here you have H, T, H. Again, this one you can consider. Here you have H, T, T. No, this we don't want. Here you have T, H, H. Yes, this one you can consider. Here you have T, H, T. No, this we don't want. Then you have T, T, H. No, this we don't want. T, T, T. This again we don't want. So you have total 1, 2, and 3 cases. So probability of exactly 2 heads is 3/8 because only three possibilities are there where you have exactly 2 heads, right? Head, head, T. So these are the cases: heads, heads, tail, heads, tails, heads, and tails, heads, and heads. These are the only possibilities, right? So this is your final answer. Let's look at the next problem. Two cards are drawn from a deck without replacement. Okay, got it? So one card and then other card, consecutive probabilities. What is the probability that both cards are A's? Okay, how many A's are there? Total cards. Let me start with total cards. You know that. Total cards we have 52. A's, we have 4 A's, right? So what is happening? Probability of first A's. What is the probability of first A's? So initially you have 4 A's, right? 4 upon 52, right? This is the first probability of first event. Now, second probability of second A's. Now you have how many cards in the deck? Because once you picked one card, you are not keeping it back, right? So you have this time you have only 51 cards, right? Let me write it again. Hmm. So this time you have only 51 cards. And since one ace you have already removed, so now you have only 3 left. So what is the probability of 2 ace? It is 4 by 52 into 3 by 51. This is the final answer. Consecutively, we want. So we are drawing 2 cards from a deck, and first is ace, and then we are picking again another draw, and that is also ace. So initially you have 4 ace and 52 cards. Once you pick one card, you will left with 51 cards and only 3 ace, right? So in first go, your probability would be 4 by 51. In second go, your probability is 3 by 51. And then because it is consecutive event, you have to take the product. Next, what is the probability of selecting a prime number from the first 10 natural numbers? Okay, I hope you all are familiar with prime number. So prime numbers are the one which divides only by itself. So prime number. Some examples are, so 10 natural number na. So 1, 3, 5, 7. These are the prime numbers out of 10. So total 10 natural numbers. That means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, these are the set of all 10 natural number. Now let's look at this. Okay, how many prime numbers are there? So 1 is prime number. Okay, because it divides by itself. Okay, 2 is also prime because 2 also divide by itself. 3 is prime because 3 is divided by 1 or itself. 4 is not prime because 4 you can divide by 2. 5 is prime because 5 you can divide by 1 or 5 itself. 6 is not prime because 6 you can divide by 2 and 3. 7 is again prime. 8 is not prime because it can be divided by 4 or 2. 9 is non-prime because 9 you can divide by 3. 10 is again non-prime because 10 you can divide by 5 or 2. So how many prime numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probability of selecting a prime number. It is, how many prime numbers are there? 5. How many total numbers are there? 10. It is 1 upon 2. This is your final answer. So you just have to count your prime numbers and total numbers. Okay. A bag contains 4 white. A bag contains, let's see, you have a bag with full of balls. In this bag, you have 4 white, 6 black, and 5 red balls. This is the scenario. A ball is picked randomly. Okay, one ball you are picking. What is the probability of not drawing a black ball? So till now you know that how to get the probability of picking a black ball. What is the probability of not picking a black ball? How will you compute it? Not, can you understand this concept that not picking a black ball is same as 1 minus probability of picking a black ball, because total probability can go till 1. Okay, maximum probability could be 1. Not picking a black ball is same thing as complement rule. Is same thing as 1 minus picking a black ball. Now you compute this probability. What is the probability of picking a black ball? How many black balls are there? You have 6 black balls. How many total balls are there? It is 15. So 6 upon 15. This you can also write it as 2 by 5. Now final answer. Probability of not picking a black ball is 1 minus 2 upon 5. That is equal to 3 upon 5. Is that fine? That is how you can compute not doing something. Probability of not doing something. Not doing something is same as 1 minus doing that thing. Okay? Complement rule. Next problem. Two numbers are chosen at random from 1 to 20. What is the probability that both are odd? What is odd numbers? Odd numbers are the one not divisible by 2. Those numbers which you cannot divide by 2. Odd numbers are the one which are not divisible by 2. Now 1 to 20. So from a list of 1 to 20 numbers, you just have to see how many odd numbers are there, right? So 1 is odd, 2 is not odd, 3 is odd, 4 is not there, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. These are the odd numbers, right? 1, you cannot divide it by 2. 3, you cannot divide by 2. 5, you cannot divide it by 2. 7, 9, 11. You can see that these are the numbers which are not divisible by 2, right? How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, oh, both are odd. Oh, you are picking two numbers and both should be odd. Right? So, both numbers are odd. Again, consecutive probability. What is the probability of? So, probability of first is odd into probability of second is odd. That is how you have to compute it. What is the probability that first number you pick is odd? How many odd numbers are there? 10. How many total numbers are there? 20, right? 1 to 20, right? What is the probability of second odd number? So total was 10. 1 you have already picked, so only 9 will be there. So total 20, 1 you have already picked. So how many numbers are remaining? 19. So this is your final probability. So it is 90 upon 19 into 20. So this is your final answer. Consecutive events, right? Two numbers you are choosing from 1 to 20. Now these are some practice problems. And correct answer I have written like this. Okay. What is the probability that the product of two integers randomly selected from the numbers 1 to 20 inclusive, like 1 and 20 also you have to include, is odd? What is, when will the product of two numbers is odd? So even into odd will give you an odd number, or odd into even will give you an odd number. So now you just have to look for how many how many odd numbers are there, 1 to 20, how many even numbers are there, and then you have to compute. The answer would be 1 by 2. This you have to do. What is the probability that sum of two different numbers randomly picked without replacement from the set of 1, 2, 3, 4 is 5? So from this set, you have to pick two numbers so that sum is 5. So 1 and 4 will give you 5, right? Then 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, 4 plus 1 is 5. So total 4 possibilities. And then how many possibilities are there to add them? It is 4 into 3, because you are not replacing it. So this will give you 4 by 12, that is 1 by 3. So you just have to count, right? Without replacement. We have already done similar kind of problem. A number is randomly chosen from 1 to 10. What is the probability that it is a multiple of 5? So from 1 to 100, you have to see how many numbers are divisible by 5. You have to count those numbers and divide it by total numbers. Total numbers are 100. You just have to count 1 to 100. Out of 1 to 100, how many numbers are divisible by 5? That you have to write in the numerator and divide by 100. Next question. A student guesses on a multiple choice question with four options. Let's say here you have a problem and it has option 1, 2, 3, and 4. Student is guessing. What is the probability of guess is correct? So only one correct answer is there, na? So one is correct option. And how many total options are there? 4. So it is 1 by 4. So correct option is 1 by 4. Similarly, what is the probability that a randomly picked day of a week is weekend, Saturday or Sunday? How many total days are there? 7. And how many weekends are there? 2 days we consider here in this question as weekend. So 2 upon 7. A bag contains 8 red, 5 blue, 7 yellow marbles. What is the probability of drawing a yellow marble? How many yellow marbles are there? 7. Divide by how many total marbles are there. That will give you the probability. A card is drawn from a deck. What is the probability of drawing a spade or a diamond? You have already know how many spades are there? 10. How many diamonds are there? 10. So first you have to compute the probability of spade, right? This you have to compute. Probability of a diamond, that you have to compute. And probability of a spade or diamond is equal to probability of spade plus or product. It is a plus because or is written, right? Or this plus probability of diamond. This will give you your final answer. Next is, if three coins are tossed together, what is the probability of getting all tails? We have already done similar problem. So tails you can expect only T, only one possibility. How many total possibilities are there? 8. Please solve this question. A class has 10 boys and 15 girls. A student is selected at random. What is the probability that the student is a boy? How many boys are there? 10. How many total students are there? 25. That's all. Okay. So, yeah, I hope these problems would be helpful for your exam. All the best.